Fisherman's final days. Dock at sunrise.
I love mornings like these.
Yeah, you always said the sea was your first love.
And she'll be my last, Eli.
You don't have to keep saying stuff like that.
It's true. And I've made peace with it.
It's not just about peace. You can fight, Jack.
I'm too tired to fight, brother. I just want to enjoy what's left.
You're stubborn, as ever.
Stubbornness is how I've lived this long.
And it keeps you living longer.
Not all battles are worth fighting, Eli. This one's already won.
Won? You mean lost?
No, I mean won. The disease takes me, but it won't take my spirit.
You sound so sure of that.
I am, and you'll see it when I'm gone.
Beach at noon.
You've been out here all morning.
Just thinking.
You've done a lot of that lately.
When time's running out, you start seeing things clearer.
Stop talking like that. It's not over.
Clara, you've always been the strongest of us.
I'm not strong enough to lose you.
You're stronger than you know.
You don't get to decide that.
Maybe not, but I know it's true.
You're impossible.
And your family. That's what matters.
What about what matters to us? To me?
It's why I'm still here. For you.
You say that, but it doesn't make this easier.
I never said it would be easy.
Fishing boat at dusk.
You really dragged me out here again?
You're the only one who understands.
I've been on boats my whole life. What's to understand?
How the sea never changes, even when everything else does.
That's poetic, but it's also nonsense.
It's truth.
Truth is, you should be in a hospital.
I'd rather die out here than in some bed.
Don't say that.
It's how I feel.
You're selfish.
Maybe I am, but this is my life.
And we're part of it.
Exactly. That's why you're here with me.
You're so frustrating, Jack.
I know, but you love me anyway.
Unfortunately, yes.
That's all that matters.
You better be right about that.
Village market at noon.
What are you even buying? You barely eat these days.
I'm buying memories, Eli.
That's ridiculous.
It makes sense to me,
You're acting like you're already gone.
because I'm making the most of the time I've got.
And what about us? What do we get out of this?
You get to remember me as I am, not as some frail, broken man.
I'd rather have you broken than not at all.
That's not fair to you.
You don't get to decide what's fair for me.
Maybe not, but I can decide what's fair for me.
You're stubborn.
We've been over this.
You'll miss this place.
I'll carry it with me, always.
Cabin at night.
Why are we out here in the middle of nowhere?
I wanted to show you something.
Show us what?
The stars. They're brighter out here.
You dragged us out here to look at stars?
It's the little things, Maya.
You're unbelievable.
And you're still here.
Because we care.
I know. That's why I brought you.
You're infuriating.
But you love me.
Unfortunately, yes.
That's all that matters.
Stop acting like this is goodbye.
It's not goodbye. It's just good night.
You're so dramatic.
And you're so serious. It balances out.
What happens tomorrow?
We keep living. That's what happens.
Dock at sunrise.
Back here again?
This is where I belong.
You belong with us.
I am with you. Always.
Stop being so cryptic.
It's not cryptic. It's honest.
We don't want honesty. We want you.
You'll always have me. In some way.
That's not enough.
It has to be.
Why? Why does it have to be?
Because I can't change what's coming.
But you can fight it.
I fought enough. Now I rest.
I hate you for this.
I love you too.
You're impossible.
And your family. That's what matters.
Dock at sunrise.
It feels so empty without him.
This was his favorite spot.
My father used to talk about him. Said Jack had the heart of the sea.
He did. And the stubbornness of a mule.
That stubbornness kept him going longer than anyone thought.
Do you think he knew how much he meant to everyone?
He knew. He just didn't like talking about it.
He always said action spoke louder.
And his actions were like waves. They'll ripple forever.
You've got away with words, Sophie.
Guess it runs in the family.
Village market at noon.
It's strange being here without him.
You don't have to do this today.
I promised Jack I'd keep living. This is part of that.
He wouldn't want you to force yourself.
He wouldn't want me to hide either.
True. He always said the market was his favorite place.
It's where he felt most alive.
Do you think he knew what he was leaving behind?
He knew. He just trusted us to carry it.
That's a heavy burden.
But it's ours, and I'm proud of it.
Cabin at sunset.
This place still smells like him.
That's because he spent every moment here.
He wanted it to feel like home.
It still does, even if it's quieter.
Do you think he'd be proud of us?
Of course he would. He always was.
Even when we argued with him.
Especially then. He said it meant we cared.
He had a funny way of looking at things.
That's what made him Jack.
And that's what we'll always remember.
Forest trail at night.
Do you really think this trail meant something to him?
He said it reminded him of life, twisting, uncertain, but worth the journey.
That's exactly what I said.
Sometimes I feel like I can still hear him.
That's because I'm always with you.
You're not alone in that, Eli. I feel it too.
It's comforting, like he's watching over us.
You're finally starting to get it.
He believed in all of us.
And we'll keep making him proud.
I know you will. You always have.
Fishing boat at dawn.
He would have loved this morning.
He loved every morning on the water.
Do you think he'd want us to keep fishing?
Absolutely. He said the sea was for everyone.
And he wanted us to find our own peace here.
It's hard to feel peace when he's not here.
He'd say peace isn't about where you are, but what you carry with you.
He carried a lot, didn't he?
More than we ever realized.
Then we'll carry it too. For him.
Village church at sunset.
You come here often?
Not as much as I should.
Jack used to sit in the back, didn't he?
He said it was the quietest place to think.
Do you think he ever doubted himself?
Maybe. But he never let it stop him.
I still feel like there's so much I didn't say.
You said enough, Eli. He knew.
Sometimes I wish we had more time.
We all do. But he made the most of what he had.
And now we have to do the same.
Beach at twilight.
You're doing just fine, you know.
I miss him so much.
We all do. But he's still here.
You're stronger than you think.
It doesn't feel that way.
Strength isn't about feeling it. It's about living it.
You sound like him.
Because he's still a part of us.
And I always will be.
Do you think he'd want us to keep going?
He'd expect it, and we won't let him down.
That's my family.
Beach at dawn.
It feels like he's still here.
That's because this was his world.
He made the ocean feel alive.
Do you think we'll ever feel that again?
Maybe not the same way. But we'll find our own rhythm.
I still hear his voice sometimes, telling me not to give up.
That's because he never did, even at the end.
And neither will we. He wouldn't want that.
Then let's honor him the best way we can.
By living.
Village market at noon.
You're Clara and Nia, right?
Who's asking?
Name's Noah. Jack talked about you all the time.
You knew Jack.
We fished together years ago. He taught me everything.
Why are you here now?
He left me a letter, said I should find you,
What did it say?
that you'd need help carrying on.
We've been managing.
Jack didn't think you should do it alone.
Typical Jack.
He believed in you. And now I do too.
Fishing boat at sunset.
So you're just gonna step in like you belong here?
It's not about belonging. It's about helping.
Eli, he's trying to do what Jack wanted.
Jack didn't know everything.
He knew enough to trust me.
Trust is earned.
Then let me earn it.
Eli, we can't keep pushing people away.
I'm not pushing. I'm protecting.
There's nothing to protect if we don't let anyone in.
I'm not here to take Jack's place. I'm here to help.
We'll see.
Dock at night.
He left us more than we realized.
What do you mean?
This letter, I found it in his cabin.
What does it say?
It's not just for us. It's for all of us.
Read it.
You're in my family, blood or not. The sea gave me life, but you gave me purpose. Don't let the tides pull you apart. Find your way together. Always.
Sounds like Jack.
He always knew what to say.
And now it's up to us to listen.
Cabin at sunrise.
This place feels different now.
Empty.
No, not empty. Just waiting.
For what?
For us to decide what comes next.
What do you think Jack would want us to do?
Keep going. Build something new.
That sounds impossible.
It's not. Not if we do it together.
And what about Noah?
He's part of us now.
Jack trusted him. Maybe we should too.
Fine. But he's got a lot to prove.
Village square at noon.
You stuck around.
I said I would.
Most people don't.
I'm not most people.
Jack saw something in you.
And I see something in all of you.
Don't make this harder than it has to be.
I'm not here to fight. I'm here to help.
We'll see if you mean that.
I do. And I'll prove it.
Fishing boat at dawn.
The sea's calm today.
It feels different.
Because we're different.
Jack would be proud of you.
Of us.
What now?
We keep going.
Together.
And we make our own legacy.
For Jack.
And for ourselves.
Dock at sunset.
This feels like the start of something.
It is.
Jack would say the tide's turning.
Then let's make the most of it.
For him.
And for us.
Village dock at sunrise.
It feels empty without him.
He's still here. in everything he left us.
I hear his voice sometimes. It's like he's reminding me not to give up.
He'd hate to see us like this.
Then we shouldn't let him down.
But how do we even start again?
One step at a time. That's what he'd say.
Village market at noon.
Clara, Mia, it's good to finally meet you.
Do I know you?
I worked with Jack years ago. He told me about you.
Why are you here now?
Jack left me something, said I should find you.
What is it?
A letter. From him to all of us.
Let me see it.
Here. But he wanted us to read it together.
Together? You think you're part of this?
That's what Jack wanted. I'm just trying to honor that.
We'll see about that.
Dock at sunset.
So, what's your story?
I was just a kid trying to learn the ropes. Jack took me under his wing.
That sounds like him.
He told me family wasn't just blood. It's who you choose to stand by.
And you think you belong here now?
I don't think it. I know it. If you'll let me.
Jack trusted you, so we'll give you a chance.
But don't mess this up.
I won't.
Fishing boat at dawn.
I don't know about this.
What's there to lose?
You're nervous. I get it.
You don't know anything about me.
I know you care. That's enough.
Jack always said the sea brings people together.
Or drives them apart.
Not if we don't let it.
Jack believed in him, Mia. We should try too.
Fine. But one mistake, and he's out.
Deal.
Village square at noon.
So what's the plan now?
We rebuild. Together.
That sounds easier said than done.
Jack left us more than just memories. He left us each other.
That doesn't make this hurt less.
No, but it gives us a reason to keep going.
Then let's stop talking about it and actually do it.
Jack would be proud of you.
He'd be proud of all of us.
Dock at sunset.
This is harder than I thought.
Jack made it look easy.
That's because he had all of you.
And now we have you. Don't screw it up.
I won't. I promise.
You better not. We don't have room for mistakes.
Understood.
Cabin at night.
It feels different without him.
Yeah, like something's missing.
He'd say we're what's missing. We're not working together.
Then let's change that.
For him.
And for us.
Beach at sunrise.
The sea always felt like home.
It still does, but it's more than that now.
It's a reminder.
Of what we've lost. What we've found.
Jack would want us to keep going.
Then let's not waste any more time.
Together.
For Jack?
And for us.
Dock at sunset.
We've come a long way.
But there's still more to do.
Jack would say we're just getting started.
Then let's make him proud.
For Jack. And for the legacy he left us.
Here's to new beginnings.
And to holding on to what matters.
Together, we'll make it.